Okay, thank you so much for checking back on Grazio Arts. I wanted to go ahead and give you guys another update. I think this is going to be the last video before the final last video that I make for the Ghostbusters project because, like I said, I am almost done with this project. I went ahead and did some final details on the bumper. It's not crisp lines, but I didn't have any masking tape, so now I do. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get that fixed. I went ahead and added the tube. This was the missing part that I did not have. I went ahead and got that today and painted it as best I could. I do have some masking tape, but yeah, as you can see, there's still some paint bleed right on the lines right there. But I went ahead and glued that on and painted it, of course. So it's a PVC pipe, completely white. I went ahead and painted the emergency scheme on there. I think I still need to paint that part right there, the yellow can. I did put the logos, like the stickers, like that stuff right there. And I did install, this is why measurements are so important. I did install the clip right here. Right now it's just super glued on, but I did install that, and that's going to help with the gun. So this part's going to go underneath the gun. So when I clip it on here, it's going to hold the gun like that. So this is going to go under this. Once I finish painting it, I'm not happy with how it looks. I'm really not happy how I built it because it was spit out of cardboard and then solidified with Bondo, with Bondo and epoxy sculpt, and it's hard. Here I use cardboard instead of a PVC pipe. I want to take this off and put a PVC pipe, but yeah, I'm still gonna use it. You can still see that this was cardboard, but it's pretty rigid now. I don't know if I'm gonna redo it or start over again or just keep it like that. It is rigid, so I mean it is gonna work. But yeah, this is what I've done, and right now I solved issues that I was having before because ever since a long time ago, I was going to go ahead and put the dome right here underneath the bumper, and I wanted to use magnets, but I didn't know where I was going to put the magnets. And now, last night, I figured that out. So, these are neodymium magnets. You see that one better. That one and this one. And what I did was that this does not have a flat surface. So what I had to do, or what I came up with, was I still had a lot of wood left from this part right here. So I cut 4 pieces of wood and I lined them up with the magnets that I had already glued on. And on top of those pieces of wood, I glued the magnets. So there's magnets right here. There's magnets right there on top of each stick. And you have to be careful with how you put them on because they do have a north and a south side, and you have to make sure you put them correctly so that they will connect to these magnets and not repel, because if they repel, then it's gonna be crooked. And the whole purpose of that was to be able to take this on and off to access the electronics that are going to go here and in here. Again, I figured out the edge of the dome, so I can go ahead and make this square bigger if I have to access the inside and take advantage of all the space that is in there. Here I still need to make two more holes and go ahead and install these that are gonna be give the finish. I'm gonna go right there. Okay. But I wanted to go ahead and show you that I finally went to a Home Depot, and surprise, surprise, they had the magnets that I was looking for. So that is going to go and see, boom, just clips on. Isn't that awesome? And it's not going to fall off. So I think that's pretty cool that I managed to do that. And I went ahead and glued this back on. Hopefully it'll stay. I had to sand off all the old glue that was here and put it back on. I'm going to go ahead and use epoxy to see if that'll just firm it up. This one's a little bit loose, but it's still going. And today, like as I said, I went ahead and bought the PVC pipe, and I went and bought the yellow spray paint because doing this by hand is taking forever. So I went ahead and bought the yellow spray paint and did this design on the tube. This still needs to the finishing touch here. As you can see, some of the decals have already been added. I still need a tube, a flex tube from here to go here. Still haven't found that yet, but it's very minimal. I'm almost practically done with this entire project. So, and right now I have it resting on the A-frame, which is this part right here. This is the metal with the straps already in place. This is what's going to help me put it on my back. So, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen my other videos, I want to go ahead and show you guys that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lift it up, and as you can see, nothing's going to fall off now because everything is magnetically on there or glued. And this is the frame. This is the frame here. Okay, I almost accidentally super glued the frame to the table. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, this is the frame that I did 4 years ago. And the thing is, what I'm going to do in order to go ahead and mount the Proton Pack to the frame is I'm going to go ahead and take advantage that this frame has a bar that goes across, and it has another bar here that goes across, this gray one right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach hooks, very simple hooks that I cannot find. I'm going to have to make them, super glue them to the Proton Pack so that each hook will hook one here, one here, one here, and one there. And the whole purpose of that is to make the Proton Pack easy to take off in case I need to make adjustments, make repairs, or do additions to the Proton Pack. So there's going to be flexibility in that. But yeah, this is the A-frame. I remember when I got this used from the Army surplus store. I thought I was buying it new, but they sent me something used. Very old, very rusty, very dirty, and I think it had blood on it. I think somebody died, or a soldier died using it. So what I did was I cleaned it, disinfected it, got a lot of sandpaper, and I took off all the rust that it had. Once I did that, I went ahead and applied black paint to the frame. And then this is electrical tape, which if you guys can find something better than electrical tape, because this one, as you can see, is starting to unpeel after 4 years. Yeah, it's starting to unpeel in some areas. It looks good. It's held up pretty well, but it does start to unpeel. So if you want to go ahead and do that with paint, I highly recommend you do that. Or if you want to use something else to go ahead and achieve that effect, I would do that as well. I used electrical tape to go ahead and do that, but like I said, the only downside is that on the edges, it does tend to stick up a little bit. Then I bought this 4 years ago. I went ahead and this is the first thing I completed. And about 3 years later, I finally bought the straps. So all of this was built from scratch. So I bought the straps here, and these were the straps, and then I learned how to put them on, because you have to put them on a certain way. And then I bought this one separately as well, because they all sell them separately. And that's the frame. And like I said, right now I'm just trying to put hooks and super glue it to that. And that's why this is here. And that's the frame. And let me just give you a close-up of the Proton Pack. So yeah, that's the Proton Pack almost completed. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty nice. Like I said, I'm still working on the gun. This still needs to be heavily painted. The decals on, I don't like how this came out. This looks all bumpy, so I'm gonna chop it off. This one is kind of okay. It's very lightweight. That's the only benefit of doing it like that. This has some weight to it, but it's not heavy. I can't say that it's heavy. I mean, I can lift it up with one hand. It's easy to lift up with one hand. If I had to guess how much it weighed, I would say maybe 3 pounds. If that much. Yeah. 3 pounds. So this is the other side of the flat side of the Proton Pack. Like, as you can see, I did put the decal on here. The surface is a little bit bumpy. It's not completely flat, so you can kind of see the bumpiness on the sticker. And this is what I was talking about, where I'm gonna go ahead and put the hooks. So I'm gonna super glue hooks here, 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 and here, and that will help me hook this onto the frame. And it's gonna look pretty cool. This still needs to be painted. But what do you guys think? Just needs the finishing touches. The dome just needs one more coat of paint before it's done. And the holes. Then after we're completely done with this and finish mounting it, I can go ahead and post a picture of me wearing it. And after this, we're going to go ahead and start on the lights. So this project has taken a while, not because it was difficult, but because life did get in the way. Life has gone on in the way, and there were a lot of obstacles in life that prevented me from finishing it. Money being one of them, family situations that stopped me from working on this. But yeah, there it is. The fuel cell here just needs a cover. I'm not too worried about that because it's going to be pretty easy to do. And this is a side view of the pack. Oh shit. Okay, and there goes the neighborhood. Great. Yeah, so that's all the crap I'm talking about. Stuff happens. Shit happens. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. I can go ahead and glue this back on. Just no problem. And I get to see what didn't get stuck on. And then just want to go ahead and remind everybody that this will get glued on once I finish painting this dome here. So anyway, guys, go ahead and let me know what you think. Are you excited to see this project finished? I know I am. I'm pretty tired, and I'm happy to see it all come to completion. If you like this video, if you like my work, if you like what I do, if you like this design, go ahead and like the video, share the video, subscribe. And again, thank you so much for checking back up on Grazio Arts. And I will see you guys next time.